What's up, y'all? So today I'm doing an unboxing of a pull-up bar, home pull-up bar that I just bought, the Bull Bar 2.0. And I've been searching for a home pull-up bar for a minute, from base blocks to Gore Nation to various different pull-up bars. I've been looking at them on the internet. And the one thing I like about the Bull Bar is that it's easily storable. And on top of that, the assembly is supposedly very simple. There's no assembly required, really. So let's unbox it, and I'll give you guys my first impression, and then I'll probably use the Bull Bar 2.0 for like a month or so, and then I'll make an assessment and give you guys an honest assessment of what I think about this pull-up bar. So it said the pull-up bar is pretty light. To be honest with you, when I carried this bar up 3 flights of stairs, this box felt like it was about 100 pounds. But there's probably multiple things in this box other than just the Bull Bar. All right, so first thing when you unbox it, it says you weren't built in a day. I agree with that. It gives you all different types of exercises you can do here, from pull-ups to dips to Bulgarian split squats and so on and so forth. So first two things I see in here are the dip bar attachments. This is another reason why I actually wanted to get this pull-up bar, is because you can do dips on it as well. This is one of the dip handles. Here's the other dip handle. And let's see what else in here. More boxes. Nothing. And here's the Bull Bar itself. Let's take these off. And it says 48 pounds. Feels like 70 pounds. Maybe I'm just tired today. But as you can see, it's pretty compact. And as long as you have a little corner that you can put this in, you can probably store this pretty much anywhere. So for me, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so I don't necessarily have an abundance of space to just have a pull-up bar set up someplace. That's why this was very appealing to me. All right, let's snap this off. It's got 2 more little boxes in here. Let's see what it comes with. Let me cut it with some scissors. All right, so let's see what we got. So here goes some pins, and these pins are for when you actually pull the bar up. You stick these pins in to make it more stable. And I believe this right here you put on the bottom of the Bull Bar to make sure that it doesn't slide all over the floor. All right, and let's see how we're gonna do this. Unhook that, and as simple as this is how you set this bad boy up. All right, so I'm 6 feet tall. You can see how tall the Bull Bar is right here. So this is actually pretty decent. So typically when I use a pull-up bar at a gym or something, I usually can grab it while standing straight up. And this is just a little bit shorter here. So I'm gonna secure this, latch these on. And another little safety latch down here. Oh. This one right here on this side is actually not that secure, so we'll see. I might actually need to send this back if that one isn't super stable. But let's see. We're gonna pull these legs out here. You can do this. Close first, open first. As you guys can see, I'm not very mechanically inclined. But as easy as this thing said this is supposed to be, maybe this should be a little easier. Close first. It's a little switch here. I should have seen that. It's a little button you press, and then the leg folds out right there. That's actually a good thing. That one folds out there. 2 more to go. One more. All right, so let's see. So it feels pretty stable here, to be honest with you. If I had this outside and I had higher ceilings, I feel like I could do a slow muscle up on the bull bar. But let's put the pins in, and then we'll give the bar a test. See where the pins go. Looks like one goes here. One goes there. One there. One there. And they got 3 different slots here for where you can put these dip bar handles, so you can do some different movements with it. They got one up top here if you want to do dips. We'll just try that out first. Dips is a bread and butter calisthenics movement. All right, let's try the dip bars out first. So see how stable this feels. I like the width on the dip bars. That's a nice width. All right, this feels very stable. So I like the dip bars. Let's test out the pull-up bar. All right. So if, like I said, I'm 6 feet tall. So if you're about 6 feet tall, you're going to have to bend your knees a little bit on a pull-up. Pretty stable. I say it's very, very stable. So far, so good on the bull bar. So I've actually tried the, what's it called? Base blocks, big bar. My friend has it at his house. I'm not a big fan of the base blocks bar because of how thick the pull-up bar is. It's way thicker than any bar that you'll see at a calisthenics park. So really it makes grip an issue. And you know, the bigger the bar, it's going to make your grip stronger. But at the end of the day, I want to do pull-ups. I'm not really trying to focus on grip strength. And another thing about the base blocks bar, at least the big bar, I haven't tried the base blocks pro or anything like that, the big bar plus or the big bar pro, is that it's not as stable as this. You would think that something that's not foldable like this would be more stable, but it's actually not. So here's the lower setting right here. Not exactly sure what I guess they have this if you want to do like horizontal rows. You can put these down here, or maybe if you wanted to do Bulgarian split squats, you can set this up and do some split squats with your leg up here, just like that. And then the last setting is down here. And this setting is where you can do your push-ups. So This is like an elevated push-up right here. You can get pretty deep on these push-ups, or you can even work on stuff like a L sit, something like that, if you want to use it for that. So far, so good. I think it's a pretty stable bar. As you can see, it's got a little bit of wiggle to it, but at the end of the day, you're always going to have a little bit of wiggle to any at-home pull-up bar. And I feel like this bar is more versatile than a lot of the other bars on the market. Another thing is the grip on this right here is kind of cushiony, but not too cushiony. It's not like it's a cushion grip. It is like, it's not a metal grip either. So just be aware of that. This is not a metal bar. It's kind of like when you go to the gym and they have those little things around a pull-up bar, maybe at like a 24-hour fitness or something like that. So it's kind of that type of thing. And I think they put that on there for grip purposes. But the good thing about this is that, let's say, for instance, you threw some gymnastics rings on here. I don't think that the rings will slide off because there's this little barrier right here. And also, this thing is grippy enough to where if you put some gymnastics rings on here, the gymnastics rings probably wouldn't even slide or move. So I'm going to do some muscle ups on here and see how it feels to do muscle ups on the gymnastics rings. And I'll post a video of that. But so far, the bull bar looks like a solid purchase. It is super expensive. I'm not going to front. It's almost $400. Maybe I can get a partnership with Bull Bar 2.0, and I can give you guys a discount code, and I'll leave that in the description box below. But I think it's a solid bar. If you got an extra $400 to spend on at-home fitness equipment, this will probably be a staple. Number one, because it's solid for pull-ups, and number two, because you can get the dips in too on this. So you don't need two separate devices to do your pull-ups and your dips on. I really like this right here, the fact that you can do dips. And it says on the website that this supports up to 400 pounds. I'm almost 200 pounds, probably 195, 200 pounds. And if that's true, then what I can do is put on a weight belt and actually get some weighted pull-ups in too. But also, another thing that I'm going to share with you guys before we cut this video out is that they have these little hooks down here. And basically what the hooks are for is when you're doing pull-ups or something like that, or if you want to do squats, or even if you want to do dips, you can create the effect of having a weighted pull-up or a weighted dip or a weighted squat simply by putting this band right here around your neck like this, and then that adds extra resistance. Or here on a dip, that adds extra resistance right there. And this is probably a safer way to add extra resistance than to actually get like a weight belt and do some weighted pull-ups. But this as well, if you want to do resistance band squats. But anyways, guys, that's it for my review on the Bull Bar 2.0. I actually have a free pull-up program on my website. So if you go to my website, I'll leave a link in the description box below. I have a free 12-week program for those of you who are new to calisthenics, who are looking to accomplish your first pull-up and you want to master that pull-up with perfect form. I guarantee you, if you run through that full 12-week program, you'll go from 0 pull-ups to probably banging out sets of 2, 3, 4, or 5. Anyways, guys, I hope everybody's having a great day out there. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
Peace. Too bad.